Yo, want to hear a joke, guys? Trials of Osiris. Got him. What's up, guys? What's quack-a-lackin'? My name is Pone, and I do want to kind of make a video about Trials of Osiris. I think it was a flop in year 2. I think there are core gameplay mechanics that they need to fix to amp up the competitive features of this event. After all, Trials is the answer to the raid. This is the PvP equivalent. It should be equally as challenging, and it should be equally as rewarding. It should not have the flaws that it does, and it should have a better reward system. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I played the first week. I enjoyed it. On both platforms, 6 Lighthouse runs total. I had every gun I'd ever need, including 6 Scouts, because why not? The new reward system's cool. I like that it offers participation rewards for those that may not be the most skilled, and I like that. I like that that is available to the people out there for the general public. But the guns themselves are not reflective enough of being beneficial for Trials. For example, you play the raid, you get guns that help you for the raid. Whether or not it's the exotic Touch of Malice, or we're talking about the actual raid weapons that do increased damage to the Taken. They have pure benefits. We get Last Resort? What is this? Clearly the name's indicating something. They did not have anything to go with. But it's a tricky situation they're dealing with. If they do go ahead and make these guns the best guns in the game, it risks ruining Crucible. We don't want another Last Word, Hawkmoon, and Thorn situation where only the Trials weapons are used because they are significantly stronger. It makes sense that they should have really cool rewards, but not going to lie, they need to make the guns and the rewards from Trials exclusive to Trials. Like, you can only use them inside of Trials when it's there for the weekend. That would make sense. Then they can do things like, oh, hey, the Water Star, the hand cannon, does 10% extra damage to the Hunters. Maybe the Scout Rifle does 10% extra damage to the Titan. How about the Sniper Rifle, that when it gets a kill to the head, can stop them from being revived by their teammates? That's a cool benefit to be used inside of Trials only. We've seen class-exclusive weapons now. We're talking about the Amobius, the Tlaloc, all those guns, including exotics, for the classes. So why can't they do that for Trials? So I feel like that's the kind of area to work with. That's their canvas for them to create a masterpiece with. The reward system is extremely lacking. There needs to be more of it out there. Because as of right now, in week 2, I played 2 Lighthouse runs. And I got bored. I didn't even bother going for 3 more games. Even jumping off the map for 3 more losses to get the gold tier package. Because I don't care about the rewards. There's nothing there to make me be like, hey, you know, there's no pull. There's no incentive. So why keep playing? And that's after week 1. I have everything I'd ever need. And why play anymore outside of Infusion? And that should not be the reason that you play Trials. That's kind of a joke, really. So, the way I see it, the reward system needs a big overhaul. Next up, and this is one that I think just needs to happen just for sanity purposes, is the map rotations. I feel like people need to fluctuate. Hey, we're playing Widow's Court. Time to get out Scouts, Pulse Rifles, and Snipers. Oh no, it's Exodus Blue. Shotguns and hand cannons. I feel like there needs to be a difference. It's going to keep it refreshing, it's going to keep it fun, and it's going to make you guys adjust to your playstyles and strengths, and it'll be a different experience every time you play. I think that's important to have in the game, because if you think about it, and you do all 3 characters, that's, best case scenario, 21 straight games on the same exact map. That's boring. And with how well the Twitch community is embedded inside of Trials, you would think that that would be a rotation. Some of these guys play 100 Trials matches, you know, a weekend, if not more. And that's really bland and repetitive on the same map. That's just another thing that I want to mention. If you agree with me, let me know down in the comment section below. I want to hear your feedback. Moving over to the next aspect. And this is, this is probably the most frustrating for me, man. It puts the sigh in Osiris. I really, really dislike the death system. And what I mean by this, it's a 2-part thing. Number 1, reviving. If you're going to have reviving in your competitive game, which it's not common, but sometimes it's there, and usually if it's there, headshots are going to stop people from being revived, or you can only be revived once. There's usually a limitation, not where people have armor that can be instant revived, where they can pretty much just slide by, instant revive, and dip out of there. The worst part about the whole experience for me, the actual mechanics themselves, is the fact that when people are revived, they are gifted. They are gifted overshields. Both of the participating people in the revive are given overshields. You made a mistake. You got out of rotation. You pushed. You got killed. You lost the gunfight. You should not be given a gift upon rebirth. If that's not enough of a gift coming back to life, you also get overshields. See, that's really complicating. When you get a pick on a guy, and some guy just slides in or blinks in out of nowhere, revives him instantly because he's got a piece of armor that allows him to do that, and then all of a sudden, from where you had the advantage, you lose it because of that horrible mechanic, that's extremely frustrating. So now you went from having the advantage, having a good chance of winning the round, to now being in a 2v1 where they both have overshields. That's a horrible idea. It's one of the worst ideas I've ever seen So that's part one. Stop giving these people handicaps. They made a mistake, they need to suffer for it. The people that got the kill should be able to camp the body, use them as bait. The other people need to work without that player. It needs to be competitive, and you're giving these guys crutches to work with, and it's just unnecessary. You can't do that for what is supposed to be intended as the most competitive experience in PvP. You can't do that. Next up, another big mistake is the kill cam screen. People should be forced to witness and spectate another fire team member when they are killed inside Trials of Osiris. People can ghost. If you don't know what ghosting is, it's the process of dying and being able to check your surroundings and kind of tell the enemies where the guy is that killed you. You should not be able to see him through walls. You should not be able to look at your surroundings and say, oh wait, he's going underneath. Wait, he's coming back. He's standing on my orb. He's running away. Come get the revive. You should not have control and still sway the event in your favor after you're dead. After you're dead, you lost your moment. You need to suffer and sit it out. You need to ride it out. And I think that's something else they need to remove. They need to remove that part because I feel like it's just another one of those crutches that is just unnecessary for this game. On another more positive note, I would do a couple things. Now, these aren't crazy game-breaking, and I know the community is a little flip-flop on heavy ammo and supers, but supers are kind of the calling card of Destiny. They can stay in the game, I don't care. And heavy, I don't ever use it inside Trials. You won't see me pick it up. You'll see me being that guy that rushes there heavy. That's just what I do. Dire, not. I don't like using heavy because I just don't think it deserves to be in the game, but that's me. That's personal preference, and I know a lot of people disagree with me. So I don't really care about that, but what I don't like is that there are two of them. What I would really enjoy is heavy being placed right in the middle of the map with like a 15-second countdown, so people have to fight over it. They need to get to the area. Do they fortify? Do they run in and try to lock it down? Do they sit back and snipe and try to make sure that somebody doesn't pick it up first? How do they play that? I would like to see a pressure round where it's just one heavy right in the middle between the teams, and they need to fight for it. That would be really cool. Instead of just waiting for everybody to get their own heavy and then it's just constant rockets. And I've seen a lot of teams that just aren't skillful at all manage to clutch out rounds because they have things like rockets. Giving easy rounds to people that don't deserve it, again, it's another handicap, and I just really am not all for it, again, for another competitive playlist. It just should not be there. Another thing I would do, and I just think that this would actually enhance the experience entirely, is either limit the special ammo to every other round, or make it so that it is also in another choke point, like in the middle of the map, and it's going to be there and people have to fight for it, forcing them to all go to that area and try to do what they can and work on it. And the reason for this is every time you get a kill, you get the round's over, then all your teammate just goes and refills and picks up more special ammo. The catch is, you know, people just lead with their specials. People only use shotguns. People only use snipers, and that's how most of the engagements are. If people only have 4 shots and can't get more ammo until round 2 or 3, they're going to be a little bit more particular and precise with when they pull that trigger. They're going to make sure to not spray and waste that because all they have after that, oh darn, is a primary. And I feel like that would enhance the competitive edge too, is if they start limiting the amount of special ammo on the map or forcing people to fight over it in a really, really positive funnel area, a choke point area. And that's another thing that I would do. That's what I would do if I had the reins and the control to fix some of the elements in Trials of Osiris. So those are my opinions, guys. Those are how I feel. I'm sorry if I got a little mad. I didn't mean this to be necessarily a complaint and put them on blast for it, but I feel passionately about this. I am pro Crucible. I think there needs to be better rewards. I feel like, you know, we don't have 3 of coins. We don't have all these things. I don't like that Crucible is generally just for the casual player. There are too many crutches. There's too many things that I disagree with, and they need to start prioritizing it a bit more, and they can start with what is the most competitive playlist and event they have in the rotation. So that's what I think, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'm hungry and thirsty for your opinions. Have a good one. Be sure to subscribe if you agree with these and want to check out some more Taken King content.